Hello!
We're here with Rakesh for some reason.
In the garden.
For...
Garden with the picnic we didn't have.
Did we not have a picnic?
No, he showed us a picnic and we went, huh, and walked off.
Wasn't for you anyway.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Like to have a picnic here? No, not really. Oh, it wasn't yours anyway. No. None to do you.
Oh my god, I've just read what he says. And I'm getting a very Alice in Wonderland vibe from it.
Yeah.
Dar, yeah. Aye, that be what I need ye help at. I cannot paint all of these flowers by myself in one night. I don't know why I'd want to either.
I already told you I have plans for tonight, right, though? Right? Okay? I'd have to skip out on Roxanne.
Roxanne.
You probably shouldn't be painting these flowers at all. You know, they're in a park, Rakesh. Isn't that, like, illegal?
Vandalism, and he's killing the plants. So...
Yeah.
I am nearly positive it will be viewed as a public service, because I prefer it. Therefore, it doesn't matter. Therefore, the owner obviously will as well.
Unfortunately, I really do have to meet with Roxanne tonight. We have to put our last touches on our final essay soon. Rakesh sighs and puts on a small domino mask. What? That's the half masks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that are kind of masquerades, but only around your eyes and your nose.
Yeah, so...
Well, I suppose it cannot be helped then.
That boy's going to get in some serious trouble still. I don't know if it's worth missing tonight's session with Roxanne. No, it's not. We need the energy.
Also, it feels like more kerfuffle than fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a fun event. So
no. Thank you. Okay, well, I can't let him just go out there on his own. I couldn't live with myself if he did something that got him arrested and I didn't at least try to stop him or temper it somewhat.
No, okay.
Didn't I say no?
Yeah.
Or did I just say no to Roxanne?
What?
I quickly fire off a text about cancelling our meeting to Roxanne. He flashed me the biggest grin at which I asked which paints we're supposed to be taking.
What? We didn't want to do...
This is stupid!
Damn it, game!
So I'm really not sure how it talked me into wearing a mask, but 4 hours later, every flower in the park is painted some virulent striped pattern.
And we've been arrested.
Yeah.
Come back the following day and none of the plants have petals anymore.
Yeah, the overall
effect fell off.
Is actually a little breathtaking, even if it's incredibly farcical. Next morning, the park was mentioned on the news. There was a lot of laughter, and I was mostly just glad the police weren't looking too hard into it. Luckily, the paint came off easily and wasn't actually harmful to the plants. That's not how plants work.
Oh, it was magic paint. Okay.
Yes, magic paint. Possibly
yeah,
lead-based.
Definitely magic paint.
Well,
it comes off petals, but stays on.
Yeah, logic is not...
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes, they are a bit, you know...
Bunny.
Bunny, hop, hop, hop. And...
college... Oh, that says farm job. I missed the F. The college arm job.
That's something else entirely.
I was thinking just something with...
Oh.
We are the college arm. We have to carry things. What?
Yeah, maybe. So she needs 150 spontaneous, and we've got the active. We just need the spontaneous now.
One spontaneous point. Let's have one spontaneous. That was the calf, wasn't it? For some reason.
For some reason, yes, the cafe.
Yeah.
What is?
There's no slanty thing over the E. It's a calf.
It's a cafe. Calf.
So, you know, greasy spoon or something.
Yeah, we're going to work in the calf. And what can we do? I don't know, just nothing.
Study. Nothing else matters anymore.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
We don't actually have a stress meter, do we?
We have an energy meter. And I think
money, energy and grades.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's start our study. Study, sleep.
God, Sunday looks fun.
Oh, you know what? I'm turning that to sleep. Sunday is the best day.
The hell with that.
Yeah. I'm not a sociopath, for example.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Ah, an event. Really nice outside. Yay.
It's starting to get really nice outside. Weather's been nice and warm lately. This is pretty much perfect finals week. What? This is
What?
Huh?
What?
Weren't we just at Christmas? Like, surely this is Easter holidays. Oh no, they don't do. They do that weird thing in America where it's not specifically for Easter.
Well, they don't have secular. They only have secular holidays, which happen to coincide with the religious holidays for Christianity.
Weird, that, isn't it?
Shiftily from side to side. Did anyone notice?
No.
Did anyone notice, guys? Why are you talking like that? We're in the White House in your office. What the hell?
With spring break. Oh yeah, that's the not Easter.
Yeah. For some reason, it's entirely based on getting drunk illegally and running around in a bikini. But for some reason, it's only spring, for fuck's sake. It's not summer.
Yeah, yeah, bloody cold. To be fair, that is based on the British temperament. Apparently, elsewhere it's hot. I don't believe this because the UK is all there is. I'm sorry if you people out there didn't know. The UK is the only thing that matters. Fact. Spring break only a week away.
Okay. Yeah, for us, it's a half term, you know.
Well, no. Easter holidays is 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I've had half term. Easter's coming up in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it isn't in Wales. Only one week
Easter.
in Wales,
I'm pretty sure Easter is pretty set. As a rule.
Well, it's a different educational thing.
True.
Yeah.
No. With spring break only a week away, I'm having a hard time concentrating on my schoolwork. Clap my hands on my cheeks to try and keep my head together, because otherwise it would be a risk of exploding.
Like that.
Yeah. I still have all my finals to take. I can't afford to be distracted now. You're right. Got a book in my lap, but my attention keeps wandering and I keep staring at the quad around me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Dick Face McFarty.
Anime Science Jesus.
Yeah, Anime Science Jesus. I'd forgotten about that one. That's how I noticed Professor Task walking by me, which got me thinking about his extra credit assignment. I wonder if Roxanne has already gone to see him. I begin wondering if I should go see him. Professor is almost through the quad. I can still catch him if I want to, but I'm not sure I want to.
No.
We skip it?
Can we just go up to him and say, hi? But I think we probably can't. We probably have to go up and say, hello, I'm just stabbing this person in the back.
No, we'll skip it then.
Yeah.
I'll watch Professor Task disappear into one of the buildings. Really don't want to betray Roxanne. I don't even want the temptation of talking to Professor Task because he is Space
Taskmaster.
Oh god, that was terrible. That was really bad. I approve.
That was a pun.
I know. It was a pun. I really hope Roxanne hasn't betrayed me, but at least I'll know I kept my end up. But hey.
Hey.
I return the book to my lap, but a few minutes later my attention is wandering again. Look up the building. Professor Task went in and see Roxanne coming out. That doesn't bode well, but there's nothing I can do about it.
What, but they were in the same building at some point. Dear
Horror!
God, no. He has to go to his lectures.
That's the thing. She has him for a professor. She might actually have to ask questions. Oh no. I go back to studying again and hope for the best.
Well, she might have just walked past him, because...
Yeah.
Corridors.
Wait, you want me to do what?
Kneel! Please, Anne. Sally was all worked up about this thing yesterday, and I'm worried the scene might get ugly.
Okay.
The club's about to kick off. I'm already stuck here fielding calls from the housing authority about student involvement.
What? Apparently, Sally went down to the science building earlier to join a bunch of students in protesting. What exactly are they protesting?
I don't know. I'm paid to keep you people from burning the house down, not to watch your every movement. I think they're allowed to protest.
They are, legally.
They might have a right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I realise that lately
it's been a rough week.
Sorry, lately it's becoming a bit of a... Are they really sure they have the right to protest thing? But, you know, they still do, technically speaking.
Some people protest by being twats.
Yes, that's true.
But then other people protest by not being a twat. So,
Shockingly,
can you please
those
go
things
check
are
up on
together.
her for me?
I'm supposed to have a meeting with my advisor this afternoon.
How's your advisor?
Um,
Advisor for what?
School. What?
Financial advisor? What did you...
No, you have an you're basically the person who oversees your university course thing.
Oh, okay.
So, are we going to
Oh,
go and
cool,
check
isn't
on
it?
Sally?
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
I'm betting they're protesting again about something about animals. That is her personality trait.
Yes, she cares about animals. Yeah.
Come on, I'll pull some strings and make sure your advisor sees you tomorrow. That's fair, actually.
That is
but
that's reasonable, but that does seem like one, an abuse of power, and two,
Yeah.
how you just in charge of where they live. You have no.
Maybe he's got respect with the faculty.
Well, Dominic.
Ground nose to them. Yeah.
Mm.
That's my guess.
Well, okay. If you're sure you can get it rearranged.
Definitely. Thank you, Anne. I owe you.
Yes, you do. I head out the door and over to the science building. When I see that, when I get there, there's a crowd of maybe 30 people holding signs and murmuring. There is very much a rhubarb and custard thing going on in the sound. Rhubarb and custard. The crowd doesn't seem ugly, but they do seem disgruntled. That's a
They've
good
been
word.
gruntled in their lives.
I like disgruntled as a word.
Yeah.
Can you ever be gruntled?
I'm not sure gruntled. I'm not entirely sure how you disgruntle.
You say, your mum's so fat, she, you know, another fat, your mum's so fat joke that makes sense and stuff. But I'm bad at jokes. And life. And existence. So anyway, I can see.
Yeah, you're fairly terrible, yeah.
Yeah, I am a bit shit. But, you know, it could be worse. It could be you. I can see a few campus security officers overlooking the crowd. Wonder where Sally is in all this. Are we going to stand for this? Right on cue, Sally's standing on a box of some kind at the front of the crowd, speaking into a microphone. Then I found out they were doing testing on animals here at our school. I sent out the call for action.
Yeah, testing on students only. Oh, what? What do you mean it's not that kind of testing? Oh, okay.
I'm really happy you all answered that call, but now we need to set up a different call. A call to stop the atrocities happening right inside this building. Crowd cheers for her, like, really loudly, for only a crowd of, like, 30 people.
30 people.
Yeah. Hefting their
Less than you'd fit on a bus.
hefting their
A
signs high.
small bus. That.
A short... No, wait, I'm not making that
Can
joke.
you really call this a crowd? It's just gathering.
A gathering.
Blob.
A disgruntlement of people.
A disgruntlement of protesters. That works quite well.
I quite like that.
I'll roll with that, yeah.
I can see the security guards getting restless. A few of them are reaching towards their belts. They're unzip, you know? Of course, the school doesn't allow weapons, so they don't have anything on their belts. Still, it's worrying, because belts can be a weapon.
Someone's putting their thumb on their belt.
How terrible.
My God, how threatening. I'm just putting my hand on my waist.
I make my way to the front of the crowd and wave to
That will
Sally.
just flail around randomly.
And that is why we cannot stop a clarion call until these monsters have given up on the tests they are doing on the animals in there. Are you with me?
Obviously.
Crowd cheers
Get their
again,
hair.
except not on the audio track, while I try to get Sally's attention. That's what I thought, and if those cows don't get out here soon, we're going to bust in there and free those animals ourselves.
If those cowards don't run away, so the fact that they haven't run away, you're calling them cowards, we're going to bust in there and... These people are cowards, they haven't run away. When we're threatening to bust in there and commit possibly violence and definitely vandalism. It's... I don't think they're really cowards if they're in there going...
No.
I'm going to stay in a danger, you know?
She's a strange one, is Sally.
Yeah.
This is just wrong. Crowd cheers again, actually cheering this time. Even louder this time. And it's basically the same.
Yeah.
Security guards definitely getting nervous. I frantically wave Sally.
Well, they're standing at the front going, "Let's storm the building." I think they're allowed to get nervous.
I think at that point, because she's inciting people to violence,
Yeah.
she may actually be in due for a prison term.
Particularly
Just
when using
saying.
terms like monster and stuff like that to dehumanise the people they're against, thus making it a lot more psychologically, making it a lot easier to do violence or nasty things to them. Ew.
So, Sally's a bit of a bitch. I frantic wave Sally over as she finally gets off her box. I love that she's actually got.
Was it a box full of soap?
I think they actually called it a soap box.
Oh God.
Oh hey Anne, I'm so happy you came. I actually came because Dominic asked me to check on you. Didn't even
And
know
you're about
this...
to storm the building, which is problematic, shall we say?
I didn't
might
even...
cause some problems.
Yeah, didn't even know this was happening. I'm just, well, I'm here anyway. Oh, well, I'm still happy you came. How did this all start? Right, you won't believe it. I was on our campus message boards when I read today a post they stating due to bring in their testing with animals today.
Post from home.
Message board post? Really? Yeah. The guy must have been a scientist because he said it was going to be really hard to deal with. He said he was expecting a lot of suffering.
But he didn't say he was a scientist or he had anything to do with it.
No.
No.
So basically, you've been...
Someone bold into protesting is what it sounds like.
Yeah. They're testing on suffering animals. I can't stand for that, Anne.
Well, I think it's more the idea that they're suffering because they're testing on. The way you phrase that makes it sound like they find an animal that's already suffering and then test on it. Does it need to add out insult to injury?
Yeah.
Out of spite? Yeah.
Sally, look. The internet, full of liars. I remember when some posts had me convinced that malaria was carried exclusively by 6-year-olds.
Anne, are you stupid?
Yes, I think Anne might actually be stupid. Because, wow, that's bloody special. Are you sure this is true?
6-year-olds feed on the blood of everyone else. Which they're a bit bitey. There. But it can be. Obviously only the ones affected with malaria get bitey.
Yeah.
No.
Well, answer me this. If nothing is... Logical fallacy. If nothing is happening in there, how come they refuse to let us in and see? Huh? Because it's
You're
none
an
of
angry
your...
mob.
You're an angry mob and it's none of your business.
It's an angry mob and it's nothing to do with you. So...
And you can't just decide where you go because you get cross.
Yeah.
Also, fuck you. Maybe because there are 30 angry people out here? Yeah. 30 people's angry about all the lies. Look, are you with me or against me here? I've already
Ladies and gentlemen, Tumblr.
Yes. I've had to tell those stupid rent-a-cops that we're perfectly in our rights. Don't you start on me too.
Your rights to do what? In your rights to storm the building because the guy on the message board said there might be a bad thing in there. Definitely. I've got no evidence. I'm not going to tell you who I am so you can trace me, but there's definitely a bad thing.
Yeah. Support Sally on a charge into the building. No. Go back home and do some research into this. Let's do
exactly what I would do.
Yeah. Let's choose Operation Sanity.
Look, Operation Fact Checking.
Yeah. Look, Sally, I'm not against you, but this all seems really weird and hasty. Let me look into this a little more. Maybe I can get you some more specific information so you can properly accuse them, okay?
Just policies and such, you know?
Promise not to charge until I get back, alright? Alright, fine. Just hurry. I can't stand to think of all those animals in trouble.
Got your dog by stealing it.
I run home with all my might. I know if I don't hurry, somebody's going to do something stupid. It's probably my roommates. As soon as I get in the door...
This is probably a thing that you could recruit Dominic into helping with. Look, we have to do this logically and sensibly in a way that if we do that, no, we don't get in trouble.
Yeah, basically. I hurry up to my room. I know I haven't got much time, so I start searching through the college's message boards with a fervour. Fervour. No, so you found the original messages. Starting testing on animals today. I hate it. So much suffering, but it's all in the name of science. We've got the grant. Better make use of it. What grant is this? I fish through various campus news articles, tracing links, keywords, till I find the source of the grant and what the research is for. When I do, I slap my palm to my face so hard it actually hurts. Print the article, rush back out the door. Can't believe this is happening. I'm sure once Sally understands, she'll feel the same way. Stupid. Back at the protest, I can see I'm just in time. Up the front of the science building, I can see Sally bullying a short guy with glasses who seems to be from the science building. He seems familiar. I can't place him right now.
Oh, I know who it is.
I don't.
Butch.
Oh, God. This is your last chance, Bush. Yes, you're right. Come clean about your hideous experiments.
I'm telling you, there's no hideous experiments in here. Everything in here is perfectly safe and approved.
Oh, like I'm going to believe you when there's suffering going on. Well,
Ray,
there's always...
circular logic.
Yeah, what? Like, there's always suffering going on everywhere. I mean, you just don't believe things when things are suffering. That's a really weird worldview. Actually, Sally? Oh, Han, come on, let's force this little weasel to open up. Before she can say another word, I shove the article into her hands. She looks at me inquisitively, but starts reading it. Butch leans over the paper and nods in understanding.
Oh yeah, that pretty much explains what's going on in there. You can see why we don't want to discuss it.
Sally turns red as a beet, then turns to her audience with her megaphone up. False alarm, people! Go home! Nothing to see here, scram! What's the article? I want to know.
I want to know what this is.
Yeah. She drops the microphone and walks off, whispering quiet thanks to me as she passes me. Hope she gets this over this. Her heart was in the right place, but oh well. Butch scratches his head, equally embarrassed, and just wanders back into the building. For my part, I hurry after Sally. Maybe I'll treat her to lunch.
What?
No! What?
Oh, come on. Did you just forget to write that part of the background or something? That bit actually matters.
Well, it was a case of that bit sounds interesting.
Yeah. Well, it actually matters for you because it'll affect how Sally reacts to things as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't immediately lose Sally respect because we just follow her like a
Little
like
puppy.
a goon. Yeah. I'll just do whatever you say.
'Cause I am...
I have no personality of my own. I will just adopt yours.
I hate people like that. It just winds me up, man. Got finals all week, and then I still feel like I have a ton more studying to do. Everyone in Latin House is hard at work. Everyone trying to get their last study sessions, including Max.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. Max has been beavering away, hitting the books. You know.
Yeah, just not those books that you're expecting.
No, and that's not all he's been hitting as well.
Yeah.
Isabella's been locked up in a room since dawn. Sally's barely been outside to walk her dog. Even Rakesh is special. I looked into Rakesh's room. I'm actually not sure what Rakesh is doing. He appears to be doing some kind of headstand on his books. Ah, the absorbing information by osmosis trick. I know it well.
He's trying to mush the books into his brain.
Yeah. So basically, for those of you who do study and don't know what this is you put your books near your head when you sleep. That way, some of the knowledge will creep into your brain. Eventually. So you've got to do it for several nights. Basically, as soon as you get the books, put them by your bed. And then never touch them. Because it'll all get in there eventually.
Yeah, it all just kind of travels through the ether. Something to do with brainwave genetic thesis.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Actually not sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, headstand on his books. Rakesh, I think you get less money from the student bookstore if you ruin the book. Unfortunately, I think I startled Rakesh as he crashes to the ground. I briefly consider running before he recognises me and my voice in this house of a Russian, a weirdo, and one other woman. Screw it, you're doing the voice.
Vaguely interesting, okay.
Are you okay, Rakesh? I didn't mean to startle you.
Alright, be fine, thank you, man. I was trying to study.
To be fair, he is an art major. I would imagine that...
It's less exam-based, but they're still... Because the American system, they cover a lot of subjects, don't they?
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting about that.
They don't specialise like UK degrees.
Which is weird. It just is. Were you trying to learn by osmosis? See? It's a well-known studying technique.
That's definitely real.
Definitely real.
I be not a buffoon. Definitely not.
You know osmosis doesn't actually work like that, right? How does it work, Anne? Please tell us. Please inform the Majority? Minority? Some people who don't know about osmosis.
The people. the group of uncertain number.
What about if
Rakesh, unless you become an amoeba since the last time we spoke, don't think osmosis is going to help you out much. Or... What? No, it's any cell membrane, darling.
Yeah.
What the... No, you know what, I'm not even going to argue. Did you really think it would work?
No, not really, no.
Well, then I guess we
then?
have to figure out a different way for you to learn the material.
I may have to try reading. I suppose I really must rely on other methods to learn. Well, what do you have in mind, Dan?
Oh, that's the question. Well, what's the subject?
It be for biology. I need to pass a class so that the grades reflect that I'm doing well on my proper curriculum, as opposed to my improper curriculum. Dar.
My improper curriculum is where I do my ritual seances.
It'd be important to me parents that I try my best to become a rich American-trained doctor.
You're an art major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's important to you. Let's do it. We'll study so hard you'll be spouting biology lessons in your sleep. We can do it, Rakesh.
Yar! We can do it. We can best this test together. In fact, you take it for me. I'll be out the back crying.
Rakesh and I gather up all his notes he's been taking during class this quarter. Unfortunately, given his terrible attendance record, his notes really aren't much. Of course, it doesn't help that half his book is covered in doodles and drawings and just splotches of colour. We spend a few hours comparing his notes to his textbooks and mostly just studying the things his class has been going over this past quarter. After a while, Rakesh's attention begins to drift. He just can't concentrate on the subject for that long. Get his attention back a few times, but he's beginning to lose it. I know he's trying really hard to keep his parents happy. I just want to help him out. It's clear Rakesh is losing interest, though. I need to do something to clear his head so he'll study more.
Probably
both...
go off on one if we do an art activity. But if we do a break to get our minds cleared, he'll probably do an art activity and go off on one. Because he's an artist.
Yeah.
That is blatantly how he thinks. He doesn't think like a biologist.
No. Weirdly enough...
Thinks in swirls.
A lot of biology is swirls. Shiny swirls. That go...
And he swirls.
Yeah. Let's do an art activity. Fuck it.
Let's get a colouring book.
I think that's basically what she's doing. Okay,
Yeah.
Rakesh, grab a set of your markers. I need to go make a copy really quickly.
Yay, markers! That be sounding perfect.
Rakesh busies himself with the distracting drawing. Meanwhile, I grab his book and wander over to Dominic's room. He agrees to let me use his computer, scanner and a printer for a few moments. A few minutes later, Rakesh is...
I thought we had one.
Yeah, but I want to use Dominic's resources.
It uses ink.
Yeah.
It's not spite.
Rakesh is happily sketching a landscape picture. His markers are on the side for now as he plans out his move. I quickly swoop in and pick them up.
Jump
Here you
out
go,
the window
Rakesh.
to
Try
safety.
it with this instead. Hand in my work. Basically created a map of the body with numbers corresponding to certain places and concepts. It's
I
almost
thought
like
it might be.
a paint by numbers kit. This is terrible. Terrible learning. Rakesh eyes the
Well,
sheet. Go on.
Their level, because it's not really going to be relevant all of
No.
a sudden. I mean, I haven't looked into how American biology is taught at this level, but I'm assuming it's, higher than the kind of,
This is part
third
of the
year,
body.
third year biology,
Yeah.
in secondary school.
Then looks over to where the markers are, baby.
Oh.
Simple,
God,
Rakesh.
how old is that now? Year 9? That's what? 18-year-olds, I think, for year 9? Was it 13?
13-year-olds.
13, okay.
It's simple, Rakesh. You can only colour it in with the appropriate colour, and you'll only know which colour is right if you can figure out the concept going on in the area. That's not how biology works. There's pretty much literally one colour. It's mostly red.
With screaming. That might just be my biology stuff.
I know you won't leave that poor creature devoid of life and colour, will you? There's no way you could leave that poor soul lifeless and barren, could you? I see the fire light in Rakesh's eyes, and I smile to myself.
It's as a concept, though. It's not bad as a way to
No.
get him. It's not bad as a motivation for him to want to learn stuff. Just you're gonna need more shit than that. Basically.
Yeah, especially if you want to be a doctor.
think of it as making a mind map of the body and how it works. You know, it's just kind of, if they got this point of view at the beginning of the quarter, that
Yeah.
might have been a good way to keep him interested during lessons.
Yeah. Well, that is the problem.
Yarr, I must bring fire to this page, where there's only void. But quickly, here's a very demanding specimen. How should I proceed?
How should you proceed? For the next several hours,
Colouring his willy? I don't know.
that's what you would do. And if he didn't have a willy, you'd put one on.
He'll have some kind of genitalia.
Well, no, most
If it's a map of the body.
most figures are androgynous in scientific diagrams.
Well, if it's a yeah, which is weird if they're showing the entire human
the
body.
the best part was we had an androgynous torso in my science lab, and it had basically a detachable penis,
So it could be,
male or female.
yeah.
Did have
You
a
had the
nice arse
internal
though.
organs and crud, or what?
Oh yeah, it had all the internal organs and stuff.
Shove the ovaries in if you.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. We associate certain biological concepts with colours that used to be on a diagram drawing I'd done. Okay. Works better
Done.
than I thought. Honestly, my original numbers are quickly discarded as Rakesh begins to weave the colours together where concepts overlapped.
Markers, that might be awkward. I mean, you can get, you know, if it's watercolour markers, that might work better.
Maybe.
Still.
Mitosis fell under a light blue category. The osmosis...
Mitosis hurts is.
Mitosis hurts. Sorry, I was sorry. Every
Threw you
time
off
someone says
completely.
mitosis to me, I always get things the way I said which one is which, and my brain just went, which one is which? Mitosis has a T in it because there's two, and meiosis has an E and an S in it because there's egg and a sperm. That's how I know the difference between mitosis and meiosis, literally. And that's how I taught all my kids. Anyway, cellular mitosis fell under a light blue category. The osmosis... So cellular mitosis happens everywhere in the body. This is a terrible way to study it.
That is very true.
The osmosis also happens everywhere in the body. Also a terrible way to do it. We'd been talking about earlier. Ended up a dark green, and eventually every colour of marker was intertwined.
They all happen everywhere. Well,
Yeah.
not all of them, but pretty damn close. If this is what they're talking about, it's like saying, "Oh, on this colouring this picture of it, this massive picture of a ship, wherever you think there might be bolts."
Yeah,
'Cause,
basically.
you know, because they're in everything. It's,
Everything is bolts. Finally, Rakesh holds up his masterpiece, a complex twist and turn of colours going in every direction. It almost looks like a tie-dye. Unless you know something's there, then you can see the pattern somewhat emerge. I don't know, Rakesh. You got some purple there around his arm. That can't be right.
Where I punched him. But that be the area that would contact under electrical stimulus.
Or contractor.
It is where it should be.
The area that would contract under electrical stimulus, which would be
Not everywhere.
muscles,
Yeah.
which are everywhere.
Yeah.
Couldn't help but clap my hands excitedly. You got the concept wrong!
Yo, you idiot!
Perfect, Rakesh. Just remember that drawing when you take your test, you'll do great. Rakesh
Oh, good
looks
God,
from the
what level of learning is this?
Rakesh looks from the drawing to me and back. He seems almost shocked before breaking out into a wide grin. I think he'll be just fine.
Then he draws boobies on it and next to it.
I'm glad the music drowned out that comment. Actually, on that note, I think it's probably time that we called it an episode. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.